I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, wait. We have thousands of stories talking about it. Sure. And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and that. Is Natalie here? Somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and I have to, it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would, and turn the lights down, and just put this on, it's right behind you.
Puts on the whole video.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. Yeah. South Africa occupy land. That's who we are. We don't ever want to do. We can withdraw my membership from this useless parliament.
Yes, honorable member. Must never be scared to kill.
Look at the face and his body language. That's all I gotta say.
Killing is part of a revolutionary act. Shoot to kill. Namaza. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Pa, 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 pa. To kill. Namaza. Kill the poor, the farmer.
The mayor of DJ in PE is a white man. So these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man. Not because Mashaba and Suri will not be touched. They will be touched, don't worry. But we are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of white.
So what they're saying right here in this video, Trump is showing him pretty much a documentary of what he's been seeing that's been going on in South Africa when it comes to them killing white South Africans. They're pretty much saying that South Africans, or a group of South Africans, going into white neighborhoods or white jobs, white farmland, and they're killing them and they're taking their land over. That's what they're saying is happening in South Africa. And unfortunately, it is happening. Is it only happening to white South Africans, though, is the question. It's not. But because everything has to be about race, especially in America, this white president, Trump, is not feeling what's going on in the African world when it comes to white people being discriminated against. Isn't it funny how that works? Isn't it funny? Let's continue.
Shoot to kill. Namaza. Kill the brewer, the farmer. Kill the brewer, the farmer. Pa, pa, pa. Shoot to kill. Namaza. Kill the brewer, the farmer. Kill the brewer, the farmer.
So he's saying kill the white man, kill the white man.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying to you, was not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't guarantee the future.
you'd understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared.
This is South Africa. This is Africa. Now, I'm not South African. I've never been. I don't believe that all South Africans are like this, obviously. And it doesn't matter. The fact that it's happening is like the same thing as the fact that the KKK was happening. It's literally the same thing, just reversed.
That can seek refugee in America.
This is illegal in the United
Now,
States.
this is very bad. These are burial sites right here. Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross, and there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed.
He looks
And it's a
confused.
terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it.
This is on live television, ladies and gentlemen. Like, how do you
Both
how do you
sides of the
come back
road, you
from
have
this?
crosses.
How do you come back from this? This is well played by Trump, I gotta say.
Those people
Well
were all
played.
killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is, because this I've never seen. But okay,
I mean, it's in South Africa. That's where.
we need to find out.
You know what I would expect from a leader like this to say? This is not a representation of South Africa. South African is inviting to all people, regardless of gender, regardless of race. And we are working our best to eliminate this mindset and mentality that is going on in South Africa. That's what I would expect. Not the constantly, not the looking around and smiling and fidgeting around and getting real nervous because you on the stand in front of millions of people. Honestly, even your own people are seeing this. This is embarrassing. Honestly, this is embarrassing. And I don't again want to say that this is all South African people. I know it's not. I know it's not. It's just embarrassing though to see this television, and for him not to have a response that the people could appreciate. You know, let's continue.
Those people.
Okay.
Mr. President, the Pentagon announced that it would be accepting a Qatari jet to be used as Air Force One.
What are you talking about? You know, what are you
This
talking
report is a
about?
clown.
You know, you gotta get out of here. What does this have to do with
This
the
report
Qatari
is a
jet? They're giving the United States Air Force a jet, okay? And it's a great thing. We're talking about a lot of other things. It's NBC trying to get off the subject of what you just saw. You are a real, you know, you're a terrible reporter.
I'm talking about a whole
you don't
nother
have what it
subject.
takes
This
to be
man
a
worried
reporter. You're
about
not smart
planes
enough.
coming
But
from
for
the
you to
United
go into a
States,
subject about a jet that was
whatever
given
it's
to the
called.
United States Air Force, which is a very nice thing, they also gave $5.1 trillion worth of investment in addition to the jet. Go back, you ought to go back to your studio at NBC because Brian Roberts and the people that run that place They ought to be investigated. They are so terrible, the way you run that network. And you're a disgrace. No more questions from you. Go ahead. Go ahead, talk about that. His name is Peter something. He's a terrible reporter. Quiet. Let's go.
Thank you so much. President Trump and a disaster from ENCA in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
What would you like President Ramaphosa to do about the situation that we've just seen on the screen?
I don't know. Look, these are articles over the last few days. Death of people. Death. Horrible death. Death. I don't know. To pick anyone. White South Africans are fleeing because of the violence and racist laws. And this is all, I mean, I'll give these to you.
No,
so when you say, what would I like to do? I don't know what to do. Look at this. White South African couple say that they were attacked violently. And,
President Trump, when will you go and see for yourself if it is indeed true?
well, I could do that. Look, here's burial sites all over the place. These are all white farmers that are being buried. And he asks about a jet that was given. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know, you are so bad. You're such a bad reporter. This is one after another. This family was wiped out. I'm just looking.
Can we get a report from President Ramaphosa?
See, he got the facts. He came with the receipts. And he came and he undercutted him with this, because I'm sure that this president of South Africa did not know he was going to run into this. But he did undercut him, and the response of him and how he handled this situation, in my opinion, it doesn't show much strength. To be honest, it does not. I'm not looking at a guy that's confident. I'm not looking at a guy that I feel like could stand up to Trump and say, what are you talking about? This is not how stuff is actually going. I'm looking at a guy that is not on the same level. I'll be honest with you. Not on the same level. And I want a stronger, I would appreciate a stronger leader. I'm just being honest. Not saying that he's not a strong leader. He's doing his thing. South Africa is thriving right now, I've heard, aside from the crime. But I'm really interested to see how this is going to play out for them.
Reaction to those videos,
Well, I think the videos are so. No. When you look at the videos, I mean, how does it get worse? And these are people that are officials, and they're saying that kill the white farmer and take their land. That's what it is. And I have other friends in South Africa. I have people that left. One in particular that says you can't go there. He said they want to take your land. They take your land and they kill you. It's okay, and they say it's okay to do. Now we're going to talk about it. But this is a tremendous look. This is story recent. Yeah. These are all people that recently got killed.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it can get any worse. These are and you know, the men that you saw, the people that you saw in that movie, those are officials. Those are people that were in office. They had one march, they had a dance in your parliament, whatever you may call it, legislature.
Well, let me clarify that.
Yeah,
let me clarify that, because what you saw, the speeches that were being made, one, that is not government policy. We have a multi-party democracy in South Africa that allows people to express themselves, political parties to adhere to various policies, and in many cases, or in some cases, those policies do not go along with government policy. Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can take land.
And then when they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No, there is
nothing happens to them.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately, through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people.
This is fair.
And we have now
The farmers are black. The farmers are not black. I don't say that's good or bad, but the farmers are not black. And the people that are being killed in large numbers, and you saw all those grave sites, and those are people that loved ones going, I guess on a Sunday morning, they told me, to pay respect to their loved ones that were killed. Their heads chopped off. They died violently. And, you know, I mean, we're here to talk about it, and I didn't know we'd get involved here. But I will say this, that if the news wasn't fake like NBC, which is fake news totally, one of the worst, ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible. But if they weren't fake news like this jerk that we have here, if we had real reporters, they'd be covering it. But the fake news in this country doesn't talk about that. They don't want to talk about it, but now they have to talk about it. But they won't. This won't even be a subject. They'll have him talking about why did a country give a free, think of this, why did a country give an airplane to the United States Air Force? Okay, the United States, not to me, to the United States Air Force, so they could help us out, because we need an Air Force One until that's Air Force One, it's being built, 2 of them being built. But Boeing's a little bit late, unfortunately. So why did they give us a plane to the United States Air Force? That's what that idiot talks about after viewing a thing where thousands of people are dead.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I take it. I would take it. If your country offered the United States Air Force a plane, I would take it.
Okay. But coming back to this issue, which I really would like us to talk about, and talk about it very calmly. We were taught by Nelson Mandela that whenever there are problems, people need to sit down around a table and talk about them.
Well, there are problems.
And this is precisely what we would also like to talk about, including, of course, trade matters, investment matters. So the issues that concern you as the United States.
Those are all recent. Those are all deaths.
Yeah, in many ways, I mean, one should say you are a partner of South Africa, and you are raising concerns, and these are concerns that we are willing to talk to you about. Let me just add quickly, you know, the criminality that we are experiencing in our country needs quite a lot of technological capability. And in one of our areas in South Africa, we're using US technology, which is able to, in many ways, identify where shootings are happening and all that. And I'd like to talk about that, because there is support that we can get from you as the United States to help us deal with all these acts of criminality. And that is what I believe partnership is all about. And we are here as a partner so that we can help each other whenever there are challenges. So I'd like us to discuss it, and of course outside of the media, so that we sit down and have a really good discussion that will lead to good outcomes.
That's fair, man. And I hope that they actually figure it out also. There's a lot of history between Africa and the United States of America. Slavery, trade, and apartheid. And there's a lot. There's a lot. So I feel like, I believe that the United States and Africa are going to still be allies, whether it's South Africa, another part of Africa, but United States and South Africa will continue to be allies as long as people get along. And if people don't get along, if they don't start getting along, especially when it comes to killing of what they're saying white farmers, this is not going to be a good look. It's not going to end well. It's not a good look for South Africa. It's not a good look for Black Americans. It's not a good look, period, honestly. Not a good look for white Americans for white South Africa. It's not. It's terrible behavior, honestly, and the crime has to stop. And the taking back of land has to stop. A lot of people are saying they're taking back the land because the land was stolen from them during the apartheid. So, you know, that's a sticky situation that they're dealing with over there, and that's why there's so much hate, I guess, coming from the South African or some South African political parties that are saying kill the farmer, kill the white man. So it's a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate that's going on. It's a lot of bad moves that were made in the past tense and up until now to have this stuff happen. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out, how Trump is going to move with this. Obviously, he has granted asylum to South Africans, white South Africans, who are trying to flee South Africa because of how they are feeling, how they're being discriminated against. And I understand, because shoot, if I was president and I had the chance to save somebody that I like, that I'm looking out for, you're damn right I'm gonna do it. You're damn right I'm gonna do it. I don't care if they're my color or not. If I like them, they can come to the United States of America. It's that simple. That's the power that he is given. But again, I would like to see how this plays out. The future, I think that they're going to do the right thing here. I'm gonna have to talk about South Africa and what's going on over there, why people are fleeing exactly. Let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership, man. Y'all already know, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on y'all way out. Until next time. Shout outs to today's sponsor, the Snacks.shop. They have a variety of snacks, and I'm telling you right now, guys, they smack. All right, this is my third bag. All right, third bag. Thank you for everything you guys sent to me from the Snacks.shop. I appreciate y'all care package. Today's sponsor, make sure you guys go check them out. They have some dope snacks, and I can't lie, man, it's busting. I'm going to get some more of these, I promise you. These are the Korean chicken, like literally. Check out their website. Go cop something, man. Let them know that Dgotsauce sent you. And thank you again to today's sponsor, the Snacks.shop.